Hey guys, Sean here. I was listening to some music earlier from the Middle Earth movies, and I just had this idea. I figured since I've already reviewed all 6 movies, I figure go through all 6 films and rank them. Well, or at least try to rank them. And keep in mind, this is my ranking as of now. My opinion might change after I watch these movies in the future, but as of right now, this is my ranking, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. So first up, alright, I'm going to do this from best to worst. Alright, so first off is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Now, I saw this movie in the theater, and I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. It's my favorite in the series because it's the best paced out of the 3. It has some great action scenes. The stuff with Smaug at the end I thought was great. Even though I do agree with some people that the Dol Guldur subplot does have a tendency to diminish the dwarf quest, I still enjoyed the Dol Guldur subplot. Even though I do agree to a point that it wasn't really needed, I still enjoy it. And I just love Martin Freeman as Bilbo. I think he's a great actor. I've seen him in Sherlock. He's great in that. Speaking of, I'm really looking forward to season 4 when they eventually release that. I just have a lot of fun with this movie, and I know some people didn't think they needed to bring back Legolas, but I thought Legolas was really good in this. I enjoyed seeing him. Orlando Bloom just slips right back into his role, like he never did Pirates of the Caribbean, to be honest. Like he just went from Return of the King right into this. So it was good to see him again. Evangeline Lilly from Real Steel, who would later appear in Ant-Man, she does great in this too. I liked that they created a new character because it's been said that Middle Earth is basically just a sausage fest, which, come on, you have to be honest, it kind of is. So I didn't mind they created a new character. So I thought she was a welcome addition to the cast. So yeah, I just really love this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. Next is The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. So yeah, this is the best of the Lord of the Rings movies. Some great action. The characters, I really like the characters. This is basically the final movie, not only of just Lord of the Rings, but of this entire saga. This is the one where everything goes down, where we see where Frodo finally destroys the ring, etc., etc. Aragorn becomes the king of Gondor. Everything in this movie works. The battle scenes, the characters, the music, everything works in this movie, in my opinion. This movie won all 11 Oscars for a reason. This won all 11 Oscars that it was nominated for, and for a fucking reason. That's how good this movie really is. And if you guys are wondering, have I seen the extended cut? Yes, I have. I actually own the extended cut. I just don't own the extended cut for the first 2 Lord of the Rings movies. But I still want to pick them up, if you guys are asking. So, yeah, I just really enjoy this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I do agree with some people about the too many endings thing, but I still enjoy them because it does show what happens to each character. Well, most of the characters. So I like the multiple endings thing, but I do agree that they could have cut some of them out. But overall, still enjoy it. So yeah, that's number 2 in my ranking. Number 3, the ranking is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. Now, when I first heard The Hobbit was being made, I was excited, and I saw this movie twice in the theater. Mostly because I was supposed to go with a friend, but they were up north or something, camping or whatever, basically having a family vacation. So I told them, hey, I'll go see it by myself, let you know if it's any good, and then we'll go see it again another time. So I did. I went to this movie in theaters, fucking loved it, still do to this day. I recently seen the extended cut. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I loved seeing Gollum again in this movie. Fucking awesome. Huge smile on my face when Gollum showed up in the movie. I've only read this book once all the way through, though, in preparation for these movies. And I know this is going to make me sound like an asshole, but I honestly prefer the movies because I like how they tie into Lord of the Rings, whereas in the book, while the book is great, it felt a bit off to me. Not saying I hate the book, I prefer the movie. But I thought there was a great reintroduction to Middle Earth, or chronologically the introduction of, if it will. I didn't think we needed the opening scene with Ian Holm and Elijah Wood. That could have been cut completely out, because the whole idea of the Hobbit being done as a flashback, it kind of ruins any tension that you're trying to put Bilbo into, because whether or not you've seen Lord of the Rings, just by the opening scene of this movie, you instantly know Bilbo's going to live. So, no tension there. But, still a fun movie, great reintroduction to Middle Earth, had fun watching it the 2 times I've seen it in theaters. Love the movie. Next is The Fellowship of the Ring. Okay. I like this movie. I've only seen the extended cut once, if you guys are asking. Although I did just notice something, which is another reason why I wish they didn't have the Ian Holm and Elijah Wood scene in this movie, is if you were to watch the extended cut of this movie, like if you were to go through and watch all 6 extended cuts, you would swear Bilbo has amnesia in this movie. I shit you not, because in this film, Frodo even says he was going to meet Gandalf in the forest or whatever, East Following Woods or whatever he said. But yet in this, and I know Hobbit wasn't made at the time, but still it's funny that in this, Bilbo is kind of at his desk writing his book, says, Frodo, the dog. Where is that boy? Frodo. And it's like, dude, did you just get amnesia within the past 30 minutes or something? But it's just funny, it's all. But yeah, I really like this movie. It's a great introduction to Middle Earth. You know, Howard Shore's music I thought is always great in all these movies. I like seeing these characters. These characters are great to see. I just really love this movie. You know, I think it's a great, fun film. The action scenes, the epic scope, if you will. This is just a great, fun movie. It sets up everything we need to know in this one film about Lord of the Rings, and it's just a great, fun film. You know. Number 5, The Two Towers. Okay, this, in my opinion, is the weakest in the Lord of the Rings movies, mainly because it's just slow, and it's not boring, but this has more slow parts than the other 2 movies do. However, I enjoy it, because this was the first movie we saw Gollum completely. In Fellowship, we only saw him for brief bits because they hadn't fully rendered his design yet. But in this, we see him completely. Gollum is so good. The CGI on him has not aged a day. Andy Serkis fucking kills it in this movie as this character. I did like the stuff in Rohan. I thought the Rohan character was really cool. I thought seeing Carl Urban in this movie was great. This was like the first movie I saw Urban in, and I saw him in Doom, Star Trek, Dredd. Still pissed for not getting a Dredd sequel. But yeah, and you also got Christopher Lee in here. Right there, Christopher Lee. Sad that he's passed away. You know, my thoughts and prayers are with his family and his friends. Sad that he's gone. So yeah, I just really like this movie, and I want to say something I'm pretty sure everyone said. The whole idea of them putting Gandalf's resurrection, if you will, in the trailer, that was bull. That was spoilers. No spoilers. It's bad. It's a bad promotion. But yeah, fun movie, a bit slow in parts, but it's still an awesome movie. So yeah. And then number 6, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Now don't get me wrong. Just because I think this one is the least of all 6, doesn't mean I think it's terrible. And here's why. Because, okay, the difference between this and something like this is that with this movie, most of the movie is one long battle. Whereas with the other movies, we had other plot elements to kind of break up the battle. Here, it's just the battle and no other plot elements, other than Thorin trying to combat dragon sickness. And while the battle is good to see, it does kind of get not annoying, or even boring. Like I said, the action's nice to see, but it's just we don't have a balance between battle scenes and other plot elements, if you will. But all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was a great ending to the Hobbit trilogy, and a great bridge into Lord of the Rings. So that's my ranking of this entire series. I probably sucked at it, but sorry, I'm not, perfect at this shit. So I do the best I can. And if you are a new fan to the Middle-earth saga, I would encourage seeing the Hobbit movies first, but that's just me. You can watch them any way you want. I'm just saying I would encourage watching The Hobbit first, because The Hobbit takes place first, obviously. But just me. You guys can watch any way you want. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later.